Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been... At the 16. Take the touchback. First down here for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
With the catch, it's Haynes. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Running back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's King. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Afterburners coming. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The lone back's got it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Bunch formation for these receivers. Makes the quick grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Dogs picked up their hearts and stuffed them right back into their chest and pulled out a close one last time.
Yeah, definitely a lot of Georgia fans breathing a sigh of relief. A lot of success against the Yellow Jackets in this rivalry. They did not want to lose that one. Interested to see now how the Yellow Jackets come out today.
Dropping back, it's back. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Defense looks like they're coming. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Throws to the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense drags him down. After getting knocked in reverse, it's 2nd and goal from the 15. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. To the air, it's Beck. Going for 6. And it's caught! Touchdown, Dogs! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Haynes. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the 1st half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
He breaks a tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football.
Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's King. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Etienne. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll feel the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Buying some time. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air. It's back. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks of Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
To the air on first down. Using the quick game. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The defense takes matters.
Touchdown.
And
Georgia Tech. Number 30.
this time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off play action on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia. And that one will give him the lead.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. To the air, it's King. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
From the gun, give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should...
And they got him for the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. It's King. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's back. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's going to run it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
On the ground, it's Haynes. Able to get one down to the 15.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense on.
And the ball is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. The short hands, it's Evans. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Beck. Trying to get to him. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's going to fire deep. He's got it down the right side. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point is blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the wind...
What a snag by the defense. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Haynes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Gonna run it, it's Haynes. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
If you lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely to somebody else.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, it's King. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Coming after him, and he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
The Yellow Jackets will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Bulldogs. Getting aggressive here and going for two. Finds his big tight end. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense set on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Dropping back, it's King. He caught it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Georgia Tech! You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage, moving down the field to score that opening series.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking for space. It's Singleton. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Thank you, bro.
Reese, I got it right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a 1st down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Yeah, you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the ball is picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
On the ground, it's Alexander.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's King. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make
I've been beating Alabama all day. UGA just lost 2 to UGA. Man. I used to play with UGA on here, but I like Tech better.
Better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming
Appreciate
up.
you, Gamer Kid, for the song, man. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out, Gamer Kid.
They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt.
Why he quit? Okay, you hate the Tennessee Vols? I used to dislike SEC teams, but Falcons just drafted Pierce, so shout out to the Vols. Yep, looks like we're on our way to the playoffs. Led Tier 1 team. Georgia Tech, we beat Cam Ward. We almost beat UGA in the real season. So, should be tough. Here we go, Bama.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flaps. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football,
I've been beating Alabama all day. So here we go. Let's see.
Jesse Palmer, time to get this game started. The Yellow Jackets will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll call for the fair catch here. first down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few. Lanes to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and
Kennesaw State, okay, Georgia, bro.
The football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Or you just like Kennesaw State. I'm from Georgia.
He does have enough for the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Line getting set on second down. Give to the running back. Smashes through. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
A quick pass on the fly motion. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Caught behind the line. It's Long. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they score first.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Haynes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Alabama 14, Georgia Tech 0.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
We're good.
He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll pull it down.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. Nice.
Oh, you ain't clicking on, nigga.
And they'll have enough for the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to scramble. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking to pass. It's King. Working that left side now. Tackled immediately after the catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain.
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Offensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making plays and keep getting first downs. Got another opportunity coming up.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Wants to throw on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, and hold onto the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. Keeps it and gets the first down. Nothing but green ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we are just about ready to go in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll operate out of split backs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Back to pass, it's King. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Quarterback will keep it. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and you move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Now the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown time.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all this.
Wow, bro.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
Lock in, Chad. We in the playoffs. Come on.
First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. What squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Henderson. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
2nd and 10 here. The corners are walked up tight. Steps away to find some room. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ohio State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball. And this offense right now is in a groove early.
Coming out with it, it's Haynes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Gets some yardage and gets down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What I do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They go to the ground. Dances away from 1. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Finds him out of the backfield, and they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking downfield, it's King. It's complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Buys a little extra time. Got it in the middle. It's Boyd. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! skies.
And he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
He'll set up to throw. Looking to buy time. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
He's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll start this drive firing. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Howard. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that pass is intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play and getting the ball back to its offense.
Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Haynes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves defense motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Now on first down from the 30. He wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Here comes the offense on first down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Kept it, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And he intercepts it. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's second down. Scanning the field, it's Howard. They're trying to get to him. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They've got the screen set up. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
With the catch, it's Ibuka. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And now they've lost the ball here. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still have it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Still on his feet. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. Makes the grab inside the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3.
Oh, Chad, they be pushing. I'm decent now.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs
Shout out to the 7 in chat.
You start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Bounced off his feet.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
To the air, it's King. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
This time, they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Howard. Dances away to buy time. A strike downfield. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Smashes ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires toward the end zone. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter in the field, and they just didn't have it.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. Crosses midfield. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back to the house, and just like that, the 2 gives him the lead right back.
And it's so great to see the resiliency of this defense because they've been on the field now for a few minutes, right? This offense has been churning play after play after play, and they're getting yards, but the defense never quit. They were able to get to the ball, force the turnover, get possession, and now they get a much-deserved rest.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. Oh, look out. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll throw it on first down. On the run, still looking. Got his man on the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped up. Yards.
The QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And that's the first down for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Finds his back in the middle. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He's going to sling it into the heart of the field.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky that QB overthrew that.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's King. Trying to get to him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. That's caught. It's Haynes. lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead.
Number 33, set to kick it away.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
To the air, it's Howard. He uncorks one deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes.
I hear you for sure, too.
Every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Got a man, it's Haynes. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Gets it out fast. Bulldozes his way through. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. The Yellow Jackets will move the sticks with the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely.
Let's word chat.
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. first down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing his pads.
30 short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking downfield, it's King. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
This is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. So he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Man, that one is going to
no pressure on that, though. No pressure on that, though, at
all. Always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers
look at that, no
are so
pressure.
good. But man, just a mishap,
crazy.
a little overthrow.
Play number 10 on this series. The give to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. That's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that now, you got to have the defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for space. It's Hayden. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
To the air, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. All kinds of running room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Colorado. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
It's good fun. What up, brother?
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play.
For sure. I'm here trying to figure it out, man.
To the air, it's King. And the throw out to the sideline. Good throw here.
Not for real. I'm going to hop on it this week, though. I'll get on that shit tomorrow.
Running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He broke away from the defense.
Okay, bet. Shit, tap in when I on the stream. I'm probably gonna be on tomorrow though. On that shirt.
Especially against this guy, he does it to defenses. It seems every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough.
I've been playing trash on that Madden. Last time I played. I ain't gonna say trash, but
their coverage and get some safety help.
I gotta relearn it.
Because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Especially trying to play with Michael Penix, bro. They don't be throwing that bitch like Kurt.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn.
Oh my God, get this nigga. Yeah.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Wants to throw. It's Sanders. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Hold up, Pat.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had...
Gonna let it fly. Snatches it on the right. Ripped off a huge shunt play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
He's not afraid to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They'll leave it with him. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking for a man, it's King. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Yeah, we just gonna throw the ball to what Travis Hunter can do. Get the shit, my guy. Come on, bro. That nigga going wide open down the sideline. You gonna throw that shit like that?
Throw it to me, but by that time the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they would come up with the interception.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And what a big play here. In the
Travis every goddamn well, man. Fuck.
The 25.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, not that good.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The snap sets up the throw. And good hands.
Bro, this game is crazy, bro. Who is he throwing to, my guy?
Man,
what the fuck? He's wide open.
Obviously ends in an interception, but
that's the second time, dog.
Another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down.
That shit was so lucky. I'll take it, though. Come on. Gotta give me something, bro. Like, sheesh.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Extra point is good. That's the end of the first half. With the game time.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Horn. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. And the defense had that one well covered just a...
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Now he's going to break the pocket, trying to make magic with his feet. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's open. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're getting this guy lathered up. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They're testing the right side here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Touchdown, Bucs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole
Make a block, please,
on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down. He's got a first down.
Yeah, strong safety.
Might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
God.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And he's dragged down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They move the tight end all over. On the run, it's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Looking to throw, it's King. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. A 1st down run in the red zone. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down. Defense gets the ball back for its own.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense, go do your thing. Get me a first down. Finish this ball game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Horn. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Good work, Chad. Come on.
Great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Colorado.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Extending the play. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the #15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to throw. It's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Unloads it left. It's complete. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He is brought down, but, man, what a job to find some running room and move. Looking for a productive play on first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Grabbed behind the line, it's Henderson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Now rolling to the left. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's King. He makes the connection.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Third and short now from their own 48. The aerial assault continues. On target to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The give to the single back. Makes his man miss. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get it down. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. And that one's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense, in between the tackles.
Yeah,
He keeps a
my
low
guy.
pad level, and he's got some speed.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, it's King. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's now 4th and goal. That's the end of the first half. With the score Alabama.
He is wide of bounds.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Stopped after making the catch.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Not sure. We ain't got no choice, bro.
Conversions are huge, and they've got
Yeah,
one
that's
in
it.
there at
Keep
the
that Cody ball,
35.
bro. Come on,
That
man.
is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's King. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Oh, and now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To throw, it's Milroe. Using his legs to buy some time. He's right on target. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Makes the grab on the left side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's looking to throw it. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there. And they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Bama! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point was good. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. Got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 kicks left on the clock.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Let's work chat. Let's fucking work chat. Right?
Using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. To waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off the play fake on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Haynes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped.
Was good, Taz.
Out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Might be looking to run. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout, working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's King. Going over the top. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
That's caught. It's Humphries. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker, you go all through the...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. This is a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Beck. Lets it fly. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems.
Running toward the tape. Smashes through the tackle. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Power football with the run. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. It's Lane. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Georgia going up tempo. Right back to the well. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll go hurry up here. Running back searching for a hole. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They marched 72 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Georgia Tech, 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Haynes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the score. He's going up top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. He's looking to throw on third and short. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football. He does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Got a man. It's Singleton. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Back to pass, it's King. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Getting some heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one. And the Dogs want to move quickly. Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. A 3rd and long coming up here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A full dive to haul that one in. Georgia ready to dive it up on another 1st down.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown, Georgia.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Offense set on 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Etienne. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. It's a reverse. Moving deeper into enemy.
Chat, we gonna call it a wrap on that, man. Appreciate everybody who tapped in. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Let's go.